So before we talk about what is exactly the vulnerability assessment and the penetration testing, maybe after fourth or fifth session we can say. But before that, let me open up my notepad or wordpad. And are you able to see my screen? Are you able to see my screen? Word document?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Now, when you say the security as well as the privacy, so before we go to the vulnerability, we need to understand two things. We'll just have the 5 to 6 lecture to understand how exactly the security and privacy is going to have, so that it will create a base for you to understand the things. Fine. So now, when we go with the security, it's a kind of, you can say, as well as the protection. Security doesn't look like it is a protection. Basically, it is a kind of a process to protect your assets via, you can say, external entities. Sorry, I do not have any kind of presentation right now, or I do not, go with that. I need to create any of the presentation because this is a discussion and I'm using my Word document to write some of the things which is really interesting. So if you are expecting me to give you the presentations, I'm sorry, I do not have the presentation. I do not prepare the presentation for me as well. So, so those are the things where we need to take care about. Fine. The second thing, when you take care about the protection is a process to protect the assets via internal entities. Right? So there is a difference. So internal entities majorly going to cause that, for example, elevation of the privileges. This is a kind of attack. What the your application may give the functionality, or application may have the loophole where the participant may actually, elevate the permissions or elevate the privileges. So to take care about the security and the protection, so basically I would like you to focus on two things right now, three things rather. One is the confidentiality, one is the integrity, and one is the availability. Or you say it is nothing but the CIA triad. Fine. So basically, whatever the applications you are developing or whatever the vulnerabilities you are trying to find into your applications, those need to deal with the confidentiality, those need to deal with the integrity, and those need to deal with the availability. When you say the confidentiality, that means breach in confidentiality, or you can say protection. Sorry for the typo. From unauthorized access. Fine. So this is nothing but the confidentiality that you are protecting from the unauthorized access. Fine. So when you say breach in the confidentiality, that means the non-legitimate user is able to see the data which he is not supposed to. Fine. Are you getting what I'm trying to say? All the students, all the participants, are you getting what I'm trying to say? We are discussing
Yes,
about the
ma'am.
confidentiality. So here, basically, you need to understand to whom you are trying to expose the data. So that is the confidentiality is. The second thing is integrity. Integrity, that means what you can say is manipulating the data in transmission or at rest or in use. So when you say the data, so data is going to have, there are three states of the data. The data is going to have at rest, in use, or in transmission. So in transmission means when you are moving from one page to other page. In use means so you are using the right now the Teams software, so data is in use. And at rest means whatever the data you are storing onto the disk. As simple as that, or onto the storage. So breach in the integrity, that means you are or data is being manipulated by unauthorized means. Fine. The next thing is going to be the availability. Availability, that means, for example, okay. For example, let's talk about that. Okay, you are given some kind of responsibility at your home, and that particular responsibility needs to be done by you only. For example, you are having some kind of function at home and you have given the functionality to have the or to click the photographs because there is no other photographer, so you have given the responsibility to click the photographs. Now something has happened to your camera or something, intentionally, someone has done something wrong with your camera, and because of that the availability breaches. So your camera is not available, so no photography can be done for that particular event or that particular function. Exactly the same thing is that whenever you are, so availabilities, many of the participants, if you do remember, we have discussed the stress testing as well as the load testing into the last semester. And that time we have discussed that how you can, like for example, there is a ICMP flood attack. You must have heard this particular thing. Or the synchronization flood attack. So what exactly they are going to do? They are going to bombard your server in a way that server is going to get the heavy traffic at all. So for the next system, if someone else would like to connect with that particular server by any of the means, since server is quite busy, the resources are heavily being utilized. The availability, that means the server is not at all available. So into that case, the availability breaches means the breach in the availability means your service is not available for designated period of time. Fine? Are you getting all the participants what I'm trying to say? Are you with me, all the students? Are you getting me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah? Okay. So now, when you take care about any of the system or any of the product or IT product, what when you are going to develop, or any of the organization who works in a business, to take care about the confidentiality and the integrity, they are going to have some kind of different models altogether. Yesterday yesterday also we have discussed, or we have actually briefly discussed about some of the models. So today we are going to discuss in detail. Okay. So in that particular case, you need to understand that these models are being created to take care about the how the information is going to the models are known as the information flow model as well. Fine. So basically, the first model what you need to understand is Bell LaPadula. Okay. So this is a Bell LaPadula model. So the name is quite different. It took me as well some time to to just take care about this particular name when I was initiating my journey with the security. So this is a Bell LaPadula model, or you say it is nothing but a BLP, and it is basically a confidentiality model. Fine. So whatever, we won't go into the detail of that, who has developed this particular model and how exactly the things are. Now, remember this particular thing before we discuss, and the second model is sorry, second model is the BIPA model. Fine. To take care about the integrity. With this additional to the BIMA model, to take care about the integrity, there is a Clark-Wilson model. As far as I remember the name, it's a Clark-Wilson model. Fine. So how exactly the things are? As we have discussed, it is basically based on Bella-Padula model is based on the confidentiality. Now, when you take care about the confidentiality, so basically, who is supposed to know what? That you need to understand. So when you say that who is supposed to know what, so there are 4 different labels. So before that, let us discuss those labels. One is top secret. One is secret. One is, let's say, confidential. Or one is unclassified. That means we are going to have the least number of, the permissions onto that. So basically, whenever you see any of the objects, so whenever you do any of the vulnerability scanning as well, so you need to check out that what this application is going to access. Is the application is going to access which kind of object? You need to take care about all those things because you need to classify the object according to their importance, according to their, their danger for the country, let's talk about. Now, top secret means the information into the top secret classification is being heavily secret or highest level of information. You need to hide that particular information always. Why? Because breach in the confidentiality of the top secret messages will give the exceptionally grave damages. Okay. So when you take care about your vulnerability assessment, the first thing what you need to have, that what is the risk it is going to have, or what are the different kind of, the exposure to the data, what it is this vulnerability is going to have. So one classification of the data is top secret. Are you getting all the participants? Are you with me? We are discussing the label for the data. Are you with me? My
Yes,
dear
ma'am.
students, are you getting me what I'm trying to say?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am.
Oh. So this is the top secret. Now, the second is going to be
Ma'am,
secret. Yes?
ma'am, the this one, the top secret, secret. These all are the labels of data. That is the types of
Yes.
data.
Yes. Or you can say the data classification
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
or labels. Fine. So top secret is going to give you the breach in the top secret messages is going to give you the exceptionally grave damage. Now, secret means less than the top secret, you can say, as the name says. But the classification is right now important, but it may go with the serious damages, not with the exceptionally grave damages. You can have the serious damages. The third is the confidential. Confidential, that means it could cause the damage, not necessarily, but it could cause the damage. As simple as that. The next thing is, last is the unclassified. The data which cannot be classified in any of, could be a public data as well, or could be a data which is really least important to the organization, or could be a data which can be, say, even if it is getting disclosed, so the risk is accepted at your end for it, because it is not going to hamper a large or your organization image. Are you getting what I am trying to say, all the participants? So whenever you do the vulnerability assessment, the first thing you need to understand what your application is accessing. When you are trying to, when any of the attacker is trying to exploit your vulnerability, so you need to understand that which kind of data this particular vulnerability is trying to exploit. If something can be done about the vulnerability, for sure we will take care about it. But it is not necessarily that each and every vulnerability you are going to address. Because if I say, okay, in 10 years, only one time, there is a unlikely a chance that my organization may get a fire. Try to understand. So this is a kind of security which may happen 1 in 10 years. So why to have that much of kind of bigger insurance, or why to pay that much of premium for the insurance if the chances of fire is quite unlikely? Are you getting what I'm trying to say, all the students? So it is really depends on that which kind of risk we can have and which kind of risk we need to mitigate, you can say. So based on this particular thing, these many of the classification of the data, you can say that these models exist, which is going to tell you that how exactly the information is going to flow from one particular end to other end. Fine? Are you with me, all the participants?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Is it getting too high or too low, or how the things are? Come on. Are you getting familiar with the terminologies? Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Is it getting too high, or it is just creating the bouncers?
No, ma'am, it's okay for now.
It is okay? Okay. Now, as we have discussed also yesterday about there are two
Ma'am,
different kind of, yes, please.
ma'am, sorry to interrupt, but I did not get this one, the bell lab.
Yeah, because I haven't discussed yet.
Okay, ma'am.
Fine. Yeah, I have just discussed about the data classification model, and slowly we are moving to these models of the confidentiality. Fine, as well as the integrity.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
So the Bella Padula is going to say that, let me give you two things before I talk about it. One is the subject and one is the object. Okay. Object means any of the files or directories or any other storage as well. Subject means any user, processes, different kind of groups, applications. Those are the subject. Subjects are going to access the object with the specific permissions. So Bella Padula is going to say, as it is going to take care about the confidentiality, that if a subject means user or the process or any of the application, any of the subject with the given permission cannot read the object which is at the higher security level. So think about the Linux permission set. If I am having the permission of a other user to read the file, I cannot read the file on behalf of the owner. Are you getting what I'm trying to say? So it is going to say the subject at the one particular security cannot read the object which is at the high security level. Are you getting me what I'm trying to say?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Are you getting that means if object is at the secret level, fine. If the object is at the secret level, I have given the permission to you to access the object at the secret level. You cannot read the object at the top secret level. Are you getting my point? That means here I can say no read up. Fine. That means if you are running your application and you are logged in as a normal user, you cannot delete the files or modify the files which are available only to the admin user. Are you getting all the participants what I'm saying? This is what the confidentiality is. No read up. Are you getting what I'm trying to say?
Uh,
No read up.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, hello.
Hello?
Ma'am, I got confused in this bit.
Yeah. When you say, suppose I am working as a Tejaswini user, fine. To access a one particular object, root user has given me some of the permissions to access that object, fine. That object I can access only for read, let's say, or as a Tejaswini user, I'm not supposed to access that object at all because that object do not belong to the user level. That object belong to the admin level, right? So Tejaswini cannot see the overall attendance of all the in SICSR. Tejaswini can see only the student attendance for whom she delivers the session. Are you getting what I'm trying to say? So
Ma'am,
I do have the permission only to see my own students. I
ma'am,
cannot see, just hold on. I cannot see the data which is maintained by the admin people. Yes, go ahead.
ma'am. So what do you actually mean, ma'am? So wouldn't yesterday's practical be an example? So when we had to access that password, pass WD directory, we needed root control.
Exactly. So when you say try to understand this particular thing. Data is always getting classified. Fine. You are going to give the labels to the data. According to the labels and permissions, the user is going to access the object or the data. Or subject is going to access the object. So what the Bella Padula model is going to say, which is a confidentiality model, we can say that there is not going to be any of the read up. Fine.
Ma'am, one thing.
Uh-huh.
Basically, you can read that as an authorized user, or you can access the data. You can see the data, but you cannot make change, right? You
No,
cannot
no,
just
no, no,
update
no.
or
Then
delete
that is
that.
an integrity. That is an integrity. What I'm talking about, the confidentiality. I'm
Okay,
not supposed to read it. I'm just
okay,
talking about the confidentiality right now. That whatever the example you are giving, it is all about the integrity example.
okay,
Are you
ma'am.
getting where the
Okay,
modification is getting done? That means the alteration of data, where the integrity comes into the picture.
okay, ma'am. Sorry. Thank you.
Fine. Shall we proceed
Yeah,
ahead?
yeah,
These
ma'am.
things
Sorry.
are going to be quite interesting, and believe me, more and more these things you are going to put into your brain as well as into your blood for every action, for every development, for everything. You are going to just think about that this particular action, how my this action is going to have the different kind of effects altogether. So this is the first property of Bella Padula about the confidentiality, that I do not have the no read up, or I can say here no read up. Are you getting me? The second property is going to say, fine. It is again about the confidentiality. So what it is going to say, and it is actually going to work on the what you can say is based on the mandatory as well as the discretionary access control. The second property is going to say, so this is a simple property or simple security property, I can say. Security property. The second is going to tell you that if a subject at a given security level, suppose I do have the root object access, fine. I'm not supposed to write to any object at the lower security level. What do you mean by that? And try to understand what I'm trying to tell you. So you may think in that case, okay, I'm writing it. So why not this is with the integrity? So writing is fine, always possible, but try to understand. The top management or at the top, what you can say, let's talk about this example in a different way. For example, if I'm a faculty for you, and I have given one particular task to you to prepare a presentation, fine. I just do not bother about that. How did you prepare the presentation? I am working at the higher privilege level than you. So I'm not bothered about how did you prepare the presentation. What I'm bothered about, okay, that you have given me the presentation, that's it. I'm not supposed to change anything into that particular presentation. Because if I'm going to change into that presentation, ultimately it is going to affect my level, my layer. Because in that case, whatever the input my layer is going to get, it is going to be wrong. Are you getting all the participants? So here I am going to say a subject is not able to write the object at the lower security level. No write down. Now, what do you mean? Once again, I am repeating this thing. Please take a note. No write down means, for example, I'm calculating, I'm giving you the 6-second example now. I'm calculating a budget at the very lower level. Okay, where each and every minute item is getting listed out and the total of the budget is being given, and plus some kind of miscellaneous charges also being included into the budget. So now, at the higher level, I'm interested in that only how did you calculate the total number of total budget. At the higher level, I am not at all interested that how many of the miscellaneous budget have you created or how many items have you listed into the total budget. Are you getting me? So there I am not supposed to change. So what we said, no write down. That means Bella Padula model is going to take care about the confidentiality. The simple property says that subject at the lower level cannot read the object at the upper level. The second property is going to say the subject at the higher level cannot change the data at the lower level. Are you getting me? Hello. This is quite interesting and quite required to understand while you are taking care about your vulnerability assessment. Any confusion? Okay. So now I'm just giving you 5 minutes. Just explain me this particular thing. And write it down into your own words, into your notepad or pen and paper, whatever the things are, I'm not bothered about. So here you need to take care about how the Bella Padula model support or prevent breach in confidentiality. Explain with the example. The second question is, sorry, this is the second question. The first question is, list the importance of data classification or labeling for vulnerability assessment. Fine. So can you answer me these two questions? All the participants? Yeah, Palakjit Kaur, you have raised your hand. Yeah. Can I get a question from you, Palakjit?
Yeah, ma'am, I have a question.
Yes.
Ma'am, I wanted to know that the properties that are this NRG and
Palakjit, you are not
NWT.
audible. Can you? I think your background, too much background noise from your end.
Ma'am, it's I guess Tanmay is mine.
Tanmay, can you mute yourself, please?
Sorry, ma'am. Sorry.
Yes, Palakjit, go ahead.
Ma'am, the two properties that you told about the under the Bella
Bella
this
Padula.
model.
Yes,
Yes,
yeah.
ma'am. Ma'am, these two properties that are no read up and no write
Write
down.
down. Yes.
Uh, so, ma'am, in that sense, we can say that we can write up and read down. Is that make sense?
No read up and no
Uh,
write down. Yeah, this is the only two, these are the only two things what I have given. But after that, we need to go with the BIBA model, which is going to say no write up.
Oh, so ma'am, this model does not fit under the criteria of no write up and no read down.
So for that, you do require the integrity model, where you are
And that,
going to change the data which is at the higher security. So that is given by the BIBA model.
so ma'am, if we want to get both of these like integrity and the confidentiality, so we have to use these two models together.
Exactly. Rather, right now, BIBA model also we need not to use. There is a Clark-Wilson model, because right now we also cover this particular thing, that integrity is can be maintained by the process or can be violated by the process as well. Okay. So Clark-Wilson model is going to include the process.
Okay, okay, ma'am. Got it. Yes, ma'am.
Right?
Yes.
Yes. So can you write the answer for these two questions so that the
Uh,
things are going to be really clear? Or I
yes.
can move ahead if the things are quite clear to you.
Yeah, ma'am. But I am not clear about the second question that says how it prevents the confidentiality.
Uh-huh.
Ma'am, as these two properties, I'm not able to um, see them. Like how would they benefit us? But how would they bring the confidentiality aspect for the model in the model?
No, we haven't discussed about the BIBA model, Palakjit. We
Ma'am,
have just discussed
uh,
about the Bella Padula.
okay, ma'am. Okay,
Okay.
ma'am.
So BIBA model takes care about the integrity. So it will answer your question about the integrity.
Okay, ma'am.
And this is just the confidentiality. Yeah. Anyone else?
Thank you.
Ma'am, one question.
Yes.
The property which you just said, the no write down property, shouldn't that basically, the example which you previously gave us, that you are accessing some student data. So basically, you are not allowed to change as a authorized user. Also, you are not allowed to change the data. That is basically no right down,
Yeah,
right?
because I'm sitting at the upper level than you. I'm
Yeah.
not supposed to change the data. I can give the comments onto it. Fine. But I'm not supposed to change the data what you have created. It belongs to you.
So you don't have the access to change the data. That's what.
I do have the access to read the data, but I do not have
Okay.
access to change the data.
And the no read of property basically is you cannot read the data which is not related to that. Like you can only read the student data which is for the your class, but not with the other class or other division, right?
Exactly.
Okay. Okay, ma'am. Okay. Thank you, ma'am.
Fine. Yes. Avi, do you have the question?
Yes, ma'am. I was asking the same question only.
I believe I answered.
Yeah, yes, ma'am.
Okay. Anything else? So just look at it, is quite interesting, but it will take time to realize what we are discussing. So I would like to request you, so please focus on and just listen to me carefully what we are discussing. Fine. So we'll stop here for today. Yes, I think who Dell has asked me the question about, let me see. Yeah, I will upload the text document, Dell. I will upload it. Fine. Any other question?
Ma'am, so
Uh-huh.
in this no read up property, we it for an example, we can say that as a user, we cannot access the root authentication, whatever
Uh-huh.
the files have root authentication. Is that
Uh-huh.
it? Does
Yes.
it?
Yes. As a normal user, you are not supposed to read the file which belongs to the root user.
Okay. And ma'am, in this no write down, but as a administrator or the root user, we can change the attributes of the user. No.
Yeah, but we are not supposed to. If your application is doing that, so that's what the system administrator task is. If your
Okay.
application is doing that, so there where the vulnerability is.
Okay. So
Are
it
you get?
should not be done, but it is done. Is it?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, ma'am.
Fine.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am. Yes.
So we'll stop here for today. I will just download the attendance. Sorry, I will just take the attendance right now. Yes. Attendance, please.
Ma'am, PRN8 present.
PRN8
Present, ma'am.
present. 9,
Present, ma'am.
15,
Present, ma'am.
18, 19,
Present, ma'am.
Abhi-
19.
20,
Present, ma'am. 20.
24,
Present, ma'am.
29,
Yes, ma'am. 29.
36,
36 present, ma'am.
37,
Present, ma'am.
38,
Yes, ma'am. 38.
39, 40, Jatin, 44, 47, 51, Muskan, 53, Nikhil, 57, yeah, 57,
Present, ma'am. 57.
61, 61, 64, 72,
Yes, ma'am.
73,
Yes, ma'am.
74, Saima, 80, 84,
Present, ma'am. 84.
86,
Present, ma'am. 86.
87, Swarangi, 89, 93, 96, 103,
Yes, ma'am. 96.
103, 104,
Yes, ma'am.
Ahmad, yeah, 105, 107, 107, Dell, he was there, I believe.
Yes,
Because I
ma'am.
got the message here. Okay. 109. So understood. So just take care about. I will upload this particular document. Okay. I will upload it and let's say, fine, all the participants. So we'll stop the recording and I hope you enjoyed the session, but we need to take care about the terminology first before we can move ahead. Fine? So all the best. We'll stop the recording right now.